Hey, is this me? I can't tell.
You clicked on this video. Cattle Decapitation. The Anthropocene Extinction. I hope I pronounced that right. It's their brand new album on Metal Blade Records. It's their 7th album. It's their follow-up to 2012's Monolith of Inhumanity, which was a monstrous album. One of the best of that year that just swallowed you and just chomped you up into bits and shit you the fuck out. There you go. I was very just excited when Cattle Decapitation announced this album, and man, does it deliver. I mean, after Monolith of Inhumanity, I mean, the expectations were sky fucking high for this band, and I think they delivered. I think they delivered an album of equal, if not greater, value. I mean, I think this album's fantastic. Starts off with the track Manufactured Extinct. Man, that song is just solid. I love how it starts off just nice fucking meaty chords, and you're like, damn, that guitar tone's fucking thick. This is going to be awesome. And then it starts off, it gets to that grindy, just chaos that Cattle Decapitation creates. And then, you know, the parts of Monolith of Inhumanity, I think, took everybody by surprise, at least for me, that just completely was like, holy fucking shit. Where Travis Ryan's clean vocals, I guess you can call them, they're very interesting, very unique, and just different. Nobody out there sounds like him. But for the sake of me, Claire, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to say clean vocals, man. They hit in this song, and it's just like, yes, like it's the most perfect fucking shit. I love it, and I love the just complete fucking just. They have a chunky riff, and then they just slam down and destroy you, and it's just awesome. No one does it like Cattle Decapitation, in my opinion. It's just absolutely fucking awesome. I don't know how else to put it. This whole album is just fucking awesome. It is 46 minutes of straight destruction and just boom in your face. I think one of the coolest parts about this album, or most interesting you say, is the lyrics. The lyrics deal with like the future of Earth and the environment and how humans are going to destroy everything, which if you think about it, it's really fucking true. So I found the lyrics to be extremely interesting on this album from start to fucking finish. I think my favorite track, too, on here is Plagueborn. Dude. And I think my favorite moment on this whole album is, you know, the clean vocals over top of that just extremely creepy sounding guitar. Dude. Oh man, that's once I heard that, I'm like, yes, this album, just nothing else matters. Yeah. Clandestine Ways really is a very heavy song. Same with Circo Inhumanitas. Said all this shit right. You know, those two songs are just two very, very heavy songs, and that's the thing, man. I mean, Cattle Decapitation, this album doesn't strike me as completely like, wow, they just completely stepped outside of their comfort zone and have completely done this, that, and that are fucking completely different for them. It's just, let's just take something that we just completely rocked ass with in the last album and just do it again to a greater level. They use a lot more clean vocals on here, and I think it works, and I don't think they overdo it, but I think if they start doing it almost in every song, then that can be a problem. But I'm glad they don't. Travis Rhymes still murders it with just completely guttural, just disgusting, brutal lows, and just overall a fantastic vocal performance on here. And I think the guitars are just, they're beefy, they're fucking just in your face the whole time. You know, I love when Cattle Decapitation, I love how just they can go from as fast and insane, it just like that, to the chunkiest, slammiest fuck fest of all time. I love it. Their songwriting is just top notch on this album, and this album, it's so good. And I almost can't put it into words. I really just thoroughly enjoy this whole album, and I think it's, if you're a death metal fan, gore grind, grindcore, whatever the fuck, you should listen to this album, man. Drum wise is just like, wow. Like, I'm not a drummer, so it might blow my mind a little bit more, and I'm sure I would love, and maybe there's studio videos out there, I don't know. I don't really follow bands like that anymore. They announced the album, they put out a song or two, I listen to it, and I'm like, cool, I'll listen to it when it comes out. So I don't really follow if they put out, like, Jimmy Dickwads throwing down some guitar leads in the studio, you know? Like, so I don't know, maybe there's some, like, drum videos out there, but I would absolutely love to be like a fly on the wall watching this Dave McGraw do some fucking drums on this album, because it just blows my mind listening to them. They're just, from the double bass to the fills to the blast beats to everything, it's just so good, and it's so fluid and just phenomenal. Like, I think this might be Cattle Decapitation's best album. They might have topped Monolith of Inhumanity. I didn't think they could, but they just might have. And I just want to, ever since this album came out, all I want to do is listen to it, man. This is by far going to be in my top 10 at the end of the year, if not my top 5. I mean, I just think it's a fantastic album that you all should listen to. Just top-notch performances in every single category of fucking musical noises. Let's listen to it. Cattle Decapitation's The Anthropocene Extinction gets a 9.5 out of 10 from me. Seriously good shit. I just think if there's one thing that I can say, I just feel that it's slightly, songs towards the end are still good, but maybe not as good as some of the ones in the beginning and the middle of the album. Just my opinion. That's about the only thing I can say. Let me know what you guys think of this album. See you the fuck around, man. Hey.